got this shit knocking though.
What's up? We're back with the Not So Cool podcast, episode 31. We got a very, very special guest in the building. Our first guest,
boy? You know what I'm talking about?
Mr. Tay Mitch.
Where you at? Tay Mitch checking in.
Here we go, man. Like I said earlier when we talked, happy to have you on. We're both happy to have you on. I'm actually pretty excited about this. Actually, wrote notes down.
That boy got
What?
notes. I got notes.
So it's like, I was like, okay, let me, I want to make this interesting. Cause
Why does Tay's mic sound so good?
man,
Is it the mic or is it the touch? Is it the Midas touch?
Oh, man.
Super plug, it's the Midas touch, man. That's all it is.
he plugged it in there.
You know what I'm saying?
I saw the Midas shirts and stuff you got in there. You trying to get that plug in there.
You see, Lee?
Oh, all day, every day. You
Nah,
got to.
man, but like I said, I'm happy to have you on. I'm pretty sure a lot of people are curious to know what the hell you do. And
You know what I'm saying? Speaking of curious, it is Monday.
Okay.
It is Martell Monday.
Okay.
I did bring some Martell with me.
Okay.
What?
So before we even get started, fellas, let's do this the right way.
All right. There we go. We made it happen.
Here we go.
Appreciate you, sir.
They put me on the other end of the tape.
All right, so we do something unique. Let's just start it off with a toast. So
Hey, man.
we're going to toast to more life. We're going to
More
toast to more success. We're going to toast to more money. And on 3, we're going to toast to more. 1, 2, 3. More.
Yeah.
I'm drinking in the AM.
And this is the
see?
part where I probably start saying things.
Yo,
on
bro.
the grid. This went down pretty smooth.
This is really good.
That's smooth, man. That's 300 years of cognac in a glass, man. We've been around for 300 plus years since
So
1715.
So
I can really deal with them then.
You know what I'm
All
saying?
right. I'm rocking with them. I'm rocking with them.
Yeah, it's a man, it's a very fine cognac. That bottle we're drinking, it takes 6 years to make that bottle. That is the all new Martell Blue Swift.
okay,
You
so
know what
I
I'm
mean,
saying?
this is kind of jump right into it. How did this come about? How did Martell come about?
Man, the Martell situation opportunity came about. In all honesty, man, social media. You know, for me and what I've kind of been telling everyone, and kind of what I kind of preach is that, man, social media is the new resume. Instagram is the new resume.
Okay.
You know, where you're able to say, yo, I am who I say I am. And
Okay.
you got the pictures and the programming to back that.
Yeah.
That's what people are looking for, the power of influence. So,
Yeah.
man, my power of influence, and man, the way I look at it, it's on a super small scale right now.
Okay.
But it granted me, the position to represent and brand this amazing cognac company.
Dope.
Did they reach out to you, or you reached out to them?
Man, I was referred by a couple of people on behalf of. Well, I was referred by a couple of people to the Fader. So the Fader is the agency that's behind this Martell campaign. So that's how that affiliation,
Okay, so then how did the Fader come about?
The Fader, some people, I guess they reached out like, hey, who's the who in Houston? Who would be the guy that would be, a great look for this company? And if you go and, just do a brand check and kind of just look at what, Martell embodies, I was just like the perfect person.
They said who's who. They didn't hit me up. Boy.
Damn,
Man,
see me?
I'm slipping on the pimpin'.
But I think because it has a lot to do with the way you move,
Mhm.
like as well. So, they see you in, you're in the scene, you're moving around, and that's where the market for this is at.
Yeah,
I
so I
think
know-
that's a good look too.
For me, it was like I kind of got started in like the whole promotion game
Uh-huh.
by doing live music.
Okay.
I did the Debonair Lounge.
Oh, yeah, on Tuesdays, correct?
Mondays.
Mondays, all right.
That's why I say Mondays. Mondays are my days. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? That's how I was able to build my brand here in Houston. I've been living in Houston now consistently a little over 4.5 years now.
Okay.
And you're from Pittsburg, correct?
Pittsburg, Texas.
Oh, Texas, okay.
Super small town.
So-
Make sure you say Texas at the end,
All right,
so you raise eyebrows.
Is there?
Because no, when you first told me that or told us that, I was like, I've never heard of Pittsburg, Texas.
East Texas.
East
Nah.
Texas, man.
From my, we have a football background, so you kind of get familiar with everybody because you're
Yeah.
trying to know who's who from everywhere. So,
Absolutely.
even though Houston is 5A ball and we're like Dallas and Houston is that's the big ball in Texas. You still got talent everywhere through Texas. So
Yeah, thoroughbred, country fed, watermelon eating, pecan picking, country boys. You know what I'm saying?
No, but like what one thing that you when you said that, that kind of like caught my attention. Is I've seen so many creatives or influencers or whatever you want to call people, they complain about like, oh, Houston's this, Houston, you know, they suck. I need to get out of Houston to make it.
Yeah.
And I've seen that a lot. I've heard people say that a lot. And you're not from Houston.
I'm not.
You came to Houston.
I did.
And I mean, I would consider you to be pretty, as of, you know, I'm pretty sure you're not where you want to be, but you're definitely on the right track. And
yeah, so this position, man, this position, it kind of, not even kind of, this position let me know that I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
You know, because this is a major thing. You know, this is a huge campaign that's going on. You know, for me to be affiliated with Quavo, the Migos, Wale, Janae Aiko.
Oh, so those are the talents that they're working with as
yeah,
well.
so that's like our musical ambassador.
yeah, and, see, and that's like in my little notes. That's what I had some questions about that too. I had some questions about that. But just real quick, just kind of backtrack a little bit.
Just to backtrack on what you just said, Houston has talent. Houston has creatives.
Yeah.
You know, the thing about it is that majority of those people, like you say, they do move. You know, they do go to your LAs, they do go to your New Yorks. You know, and that's because those opportunities aren't here. And for me, it's like I want to be able to create that agency, or I want to create that nucleus of energy of just creative people. Because I mean, in my eyes, like that's the new cool. You know, you got a dope idea, let's put it on wax. You know, let's create a deck. Like, how can you illustrate your idea to where somebody loves it and somebody wants to buy it? Like, that's your mind is really worth a lot of money.
Oh yeah, intellectual content is
absolutely
the new gold. And what I was gonna say is, you know, when you're saying that, me personally, I only feel like talent leaves because those are the home bases. Mm-hmm. And, you know, Atlanta having a new home base for stuff. That's why we got a lot of people in Atlanta. But LA, New York, Atlanta right now, those are the home bases. I'm essentially like, if you're in oil and gas, where you live, here in Houston.
Absolutely.
That's all. So I don't think LA or New York is better. Like you said, just the opportunities are there because, you know, the main players, you know, if you want to be an actor,
you're in LA.
You're in LA. And if you want to be into music or arts or anything like that, the major stuff is in New York. Yep. And then if you want to be dramaful and throw drinks on people, you go to Atlanta.
But what's cool about this is because, like how you said, creating these opportunities, like with Martell, I guess, coming into a Houston market, and I've even seen, you know, like the whole DeLeon thing and all these other liquors, like they create opportunities for people, especially for me and Fred, like how we do photography, video, whatever it is. Like now you're able to hire a photographer, a videographer, other creatives, because like, hey, I had this event come through. And it makes it interesting.
You
for,
give
like,
that affiliation.
You
know what I'm saying? It's like now, like, yo, like even on a small scale, you know, me and Fred linked up. We did like the Men of Tones. Like boom, right then, Fred's now affiliated with the Fader. Fred's now affiliated with Martell. You know, strictly through just one person, but that grows. You know what I'm saying? And the thing about it is like, how can you grow? You know, like my mentality is like, I want to grow with people who are ready to grow. Yeah. You know, and I don't have time for the bullshit. You know, I think we're all at like a point in life. We're in 2018. You know, I think people recognize bullshit very quickly now.
Oh, yeah, all day.
You know, and sometimes you want, you know,
social media makes it way, because essentially I could go to someone, I'm trying to do this. I'll go to your timeline. I'm like, you ain't posted it. How many days? Get out of here, man.
Yeah, like content, you know, content is real huge.
And I'm not saying, you know, social media makes or breaks you or anything like that, and you might be big outside of social media.
I think it does make or break. I think it can definitely more break you. I
mean, the new age, Diddy ain't gonna get broke.
Oh, but I mean, that's like.
But I'm just saying, I don't think it's gonna make or break certain people. But
if you're not
it can help.
This
is like, for instance, there's
because social media make or break you.
Social media,
I think it can help.
But it can break you too.
It's definitely making. You know, so for example, let's take Gary V. For example, Gary V. Yes, you do. How long have you been following Gary V?
Honestly, probably like maybe 2 years, maybe a little bit longer.
Okay, no. I like that. You've been following Gary V for 2 years.
Yeah, give or take. Right.
So that's perfect. Let me tell you why Gary V is special, but let me tell you why the person behind Gary V is even more special. So Gary V, he's been Gary V. He's been this amazing guy. He's been this tycoon, this marketing guy. He's been the guy who, you know, his mindset hasn't changed over the years. But what happened with Gary V, and I've been very tedious on his story, he met an individual by the name of D-Rock. D-Rock is his camera guy, the guy who, you know, he met Gary at the airport. Conversation, next thing leads to another. He's now following Gary Vee around with a camera. He brought Gary Vee to life. You know what I'm saying? Like, you've been following for 2 years now. Yeah. That's when Gary Vee became the Gary Vee. You know what I'm saying? So for me, it's like, and I was following Gary Vee. You know, like I'm a huge fan of Gary. You know, but I'm a bigger fan of the guy who made Gary, you know, who he is amongst the world. Because that guy is the important. That guy is the energy. Because without him, you wouldn't know who Gary Vee is. You know, so for me, that creative, that energy that the creative person, the hours that person is putting in, that is like countless. Like, you don't get that back. So what he's doing and what he's done, not just for Gary, but for more creatives or just more like-minded people who, you know, maybe you want to follow in Gary's footsteps, he's let them know, like, yo, what you're doing is right. You know, if you have a non-bullshit, you know, mentality, if you don't want to put, like, what you're doing is right. But he's illustrated Gary in the best way possible. And that's beautiful. Yeah,
no, I agree. So, you know, you pretty much said it, like, he's the middleman. D-Rock is the middleman.
He's the man to me.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? I like he's the man, because even Gary will tell you, Gary be like, yo, log off, stop watching me, get busy, get active. Like, you don't read books all day. Like, put the book down and get to work. You know. Yeah. And D-Rock makes you understand that shit. Like, D-Rock makes you feel it to where you like, yeah, let me log off. Like, my biggest thing, like when I first started following Gary, I was too in tune, and that's because he's good.
And I think that's where my problem may be right now is I'm watching more than I'm doing.
Oh, yeah, you gotta get in the game.
I think that's my.
And that's the big
my
like
problem.
I stopped following Gary because I'm like, yo, you right. Let me log off of you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I still follow D-Rock because I'm still gonna get what I need from D-Rock, because D-Rock's showing me, you know what I'm saying, the behind the scenes, the energy, the work ethic. Yeah. You know, but yeah, man, Gary Vee, like, and there's a lot of more people. You know, like, Houston has those hustlers, those entrepreneurs, you know, but they don't have the people behind them. You know, Fred with the thumbs up. You know, you got your Freds. You know what I'm saying? You got your Michelangelos. You got all of these.
Michael Anthony.
Michelangelo sounds good too. Michael Anthony.
You got that boy way too much credit.
No. I just gave him a new tag. You know what I'm saying?
Michelangelo. I'm about to go change my Instagram
That's the
name
Frenchman.
Everything.
The Frenchman. But Houston has that. You know, I've been grateful to meet, you know, some great mentors that I kind of call, that I wish that I could have a media team follow them and they see what type of monsters they are.
Can I quick? This past weekend I did an event. It's called the Black 100 Men. Mm-hmm. It's a mentoring program here based in Houston. It was really, really dope to shoot that. I'm even considering becoming one of the 100 men. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna put you on that as well. This is like a certain dues. I'm sorry to throw in a certain commercial, because you said mentoring, and I'm just, you know, letting people know. Mentoring is super. We've had a podcast about that. Mentoring is super duper essential. Like,
bro, mentoring is like on the next level.
No, and to touch. I'm sorry to cut you off. And to touch on that, like, I've told him before, like, he has mentored me a lot. I met Fred years ago too in I don't know where. Do you remember where we were at?
I think I saw you at Walmart. You was asking for some change.
See, he was bored.
Did he have the bucket with the bill?
Yeah, no, he had the Santa Claus.
You know.
But I met him. I forgot what club, or I was somewhere on, I think Westheimer or Richmond. I don't know, but.
That sound like a strip
I ain't gonna
club.
lie.
Don't get in trouble, man.
Fred,
right?
Fred took me under his wing, and Fred's taught me a lot. And I will never discredit. I'll never be like, I learned everything on my own. I did this on my own. But I really, from what both of y'all are saying, having a mentor is like very important.
The term mentor does not have an age on it. I think when you say mentor, you automatically think somebody older.
Yeah, it's somebody who's been where you want to go, essentially.
And I mean that. Even, you know, to piggyback that, it's like, it's just like a mentor could be somebody who just knows more of that field that you may not, you know. It could be a peer. You could have somebody who's like really financial literacy, like, yo, I want you to be my mentor in my finances. I want you to teach me what you know in finance. I want to shadow you so my finances and my bank account, you know, 5, 6, 7, 8, like 21. You know what I'm saying? Like, it don't just necessarily have to be somebody who's older. You know, but if you're able, like, but that's a plus when you get like the financial literacy, you get the wisdom, you know, you get the swag. You get the lifestyle. Like, for me, you know, Corey Benison.
I didn't get from him. He got the gray hair is where all the wisdom come from.
That's
Hey, salt and pepper make everything taste better.
But
that sauce not good for our heart.
Like back to the age thing. Like I have another friend that I do work with, and he's actually younger than me. I'm 26. I think he's like 23. Yeah. But he's never had a 9 to 5, and I wouldn't call him a mentor, but he knows things that I don't know in certain areas.
Baron? Yeah, Baron. Man, that's the man.
Yeah, he knows. For real. Yeah. Like he has big clients, and he doesn't move around like a 22-year-old. Like he's been selling shirts since high school. He had a contract with PacSun in high school. Like he's been moving, and shout out to him. But I've learned a lot from him.
Like I wonder what his like at 18 and 19, like what his dreams were. You know what I'm saying? Like what his aspiration was. Like, because it wasn't like,
he was short.
I'm about to go to the club.
He's a little shorter, so
he's never been. He don't club. He don't drink.
It's like he's just attracted those things. You know what I'm saying? And I believe in the law of attraction, like really, really, like so much. Like whatever you think is like, it really become reality.
I mean, I've known you for how many years? We could say almost 10.
Almost 10?
Because you said you mentioned before when we were talking, you were in high school, and I was in the same pool of people as you. We didn't interact per se, but we could say we know of each other that long.
Absolutely.
And now that we're on the same pathway, this is finally, we're bumping heads.
But man, like truthfully, let's go back 3.5, maybe 4 years. Like I'm on Facebook and I'm like, yo, I got to work with this guy, Fred. You know what I'm saying? Like every now and then we'll just have like a Facebook message. Like I may be able to log in and like go through the archives and see it, but it was like times I'm like, yo, let's do a shoot. And Fred's always be like, yeah, let's do it, let's get down. But it just never, you know what I'm saying? It just never happened.
You moving, I'm moving, it just
But it's always about timing too, because like when I first started doing photography, there was 2 people that were on my radar. Actually, I'm gonna say 3. It was Fred, another guy named Greg, and another guy named Marco. These 3 guys, I don't know.
Oh, Marco from Houston?
Yeah, Marco from Houston. These were literally 3 guys that I just knew of, who in my mind at the time were like the best photographers ever.
Right.
And when I first met Fred,
at the time? What you mean at the time? Best ever. All the time. You know what I'm saying?
Boys that came up though. But a mutual friend of ours, Anthony, Ant Jones.
Oh yeah,
I went to high school with him. He's always been a homie, and he invited me out. Something about like I don't know, Trey or T.I. was supposed to come through. So me just being a new photographer and just trying to get anything under my belt, I went, and that's when I met you. I don't remember the exact place it was, but like I was like really like when you were just so accepting to me, like not just some like kid with the camera or some little Hispanic dude with the camera, like. Right away, he sent me his contact info, email, phone number, everything.
And man,
you don't know who your blessing is.
That's the beautiful thing too. You know what I'm saying? It's like
you a curse.
When you're able to give off that energy, it makes that person who asks for it more open to ask for things. You know what I'm saying? Like the term like closed mouths don't get fed is so real. Like you never know what you can get until you actually ask
back
for
to him again. He's taught me that. Like I'm introverted and I can be very awkward at times. Like I'm not gonna lie. And he's telling me like, Mike. He's telling me, Mike.
Is this where the name came from?
Who?
The Not So Cool podcast? Because the introverted.
I'm not like I don't try to be cool. I'm not cool. I just whatever I like. Whatever.
But
I feel, I do.
But that is the new cool. You know what I'm saying? The new cool is being who you are. You know what I'm saying? The new cool is like illustrating like, yo, I'm dope. This is me. Accept it. You know, and that's what makes LA and New York so fucking cool. Because when you step out and you go into those markets, like you're getting so much different energy, but you're getting who that person is.
Yeah, that's true.
Like we live in an area that's kind of what's the best way I can put it? No, go ahead. Everything here is perception based.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and I can honestly say like at a point maybe I've been, a part of that perception, but if everybody here can just be like, yo, this is what I like, this is what I'm gonna do, you can, you know what I'm saying, you can indulge in it too. But if not, like, yo, just accept me for who I am. Like, this is just who I am.
Be honest with yourself, pretty much.
Be honest, and that's what social media has done. That's why I say social media can make you. No.
I think people be posing tough on social media.
I agree with
people
that.
People will give you one perception of their whole life, and it's really not like me.
But sometimes you can get grateful, and you can be on your timeline, be like, and you click on a link, you click on a page, you're like, yo, damn, like when you see consistency in it, you're like, yo, this person is who they say they are.
There's one guy, I can't think of his name right now. I love him. Let me tell you why I love him. He works at Lowe's.
Yeah.
And every day. Like not every day. He just like he a regular dude. He not trying to. I'm trying to do this or do that. He works at Lowe's, and what made me pay attention to him was one day he's just sitting in the car and he like turns the camera towards Lowe's and looks back at himself and he's like, God damn, gotta do this shit again. And it just made me, you know, because everybody can connect with that.
Yeah.
And I check in on his page here and there because he's always being super duper honest. Like him and his lady went somewhere to eat. It wasn't super fancy, but we all know we don't always go to Papa Do's and things above, you know. I was at Hart's Chicken on Sunday.
My mom loved Hart's Chicken.
I used to eat that
She
all the time.
loves Hart's Chicken.
Chicken. Can't do it anymore.
Well, boys don't too good from where they come from.
We bring a box in here right now and see what happens.
See what happens.
Chicken and cognac.
Like, you know,
Martell did it to me.
You know, when you eat something so much as a child or whatever, it's just like I
still love ramen, so I don't know what you're talking about.
No, ramen's different. Bro. I'm never.
You eat
ramen and tuna. I'll never be too good for.
I ate so much ramen growing up. Will I have a bag? Yeah, I have a bag. You know. So.
But just to backtrack like a whole lot. Who is Tay Mitch?
Oh, man.
And the simplest way you can put it. Who is Tay Mitch?
Tay Mitch is the country kid growing up who was always told he was different amongst his peers.
Yeah.
Moves from the country, moves into the city, the big city. Who's always believed that, yo, I like how I do things. Mm-hmm. And I've always manifested that if I like it, I can illustrate it and make somebody love it. You know, my end goal is to get paid off my decisions and my opinions. Yeah. You know, and that's why I think the Martell is like a great opportunity. It lets me know like, yo, what you're doing is right. Mm-hmm. You know, if I'm able to influence people and get people to be like, yo, let me just try it and see, why this guy's promoting it so crazy. Why does he say it's the finest cognac in the land? Like, then you try, you're like, wow.
And it's funny that you say that. It's because you've been promoting this. And it's the thing is, you've been promoting this so well, it's not annoying.
Right.
I've been wanting to try this for so long. I'm like, man, I really want
When you went to Europe, that's when I was like, oh, this is real.
Right. And I think that was my moment when I'm like, because like the flight was like 10 hours. And I'm on the flight, I'm napping, I wake up, I nap again, I wake up, I'm like, y'all still on this plane. I'm like, yo, this is real. Like, I'm about to go to Paris, France, and it was like perfect timing. It was around my birthday, so it was like very, it's like a big celebration. Yeah. And then just to get out there to see the culture, it kind of like it puts everything into size.
So how is it out there?
Man, minus the language barrier, because there is a language barrier. Mm-hmm. Man, it's great. Like if you would be surprised how heavily influenced the hip hop culture is out there.
Oh, I believe it, especially in fashion and all that. Man, I definitely believe that. No,
fashion,
for sure.
Fashion. Like every Uber I hopped in. Like matter of fact, the first Uber I hopped in, they was playing DMX.
Was he trying to make it comfortable?
Honestly, nah. Because when I hopped in the car, it was like mid song. You know what I'm saying? Like Pandora. I checked it. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, did he throw this on? But it was Pandora and it was mid song. You can't just come in mid song. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Oh, what they want from me. You know what I'm saying? Like he was jamming that.
But see, it's when you were in Paris. Like I remember asking for because I mean, I met you at Too Sweet, but this is probably like the most me and you've interacted. I've always just kind of like, oh, okay, I met Tay a long ass time ago. We just never had that interaction. And I remember I asked her, like, what is Tay doing in Paris? Like, I know he knows you. I was like, what is Tay doing in Paris? Like,
oh, dope, man.
Huh?
It's a dope man.
I was like, because I do watch people, especially like in Houston. I'm always trying to see like who's doing what, who's who, and like not some real
like
shit.
Feds.
Like, hey, it is what it is. As long as I ain't snitching.
As long as he ain't asking my real name, it's good.
As long as I ain't snitching either. No, but I was just curious. Like, I was like, oh man, what is Tay doing? Like, it's interesting just to see people, moving. And you reference Gary Vee, and like I said, like we're both fans of Gary Vee, and I see that like bits and pieces of him in your Instagram. Like as far as like the way you post, you're very motivational. And the thing is, it don't come off as like.
I'm not trying to preach to you. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not fake. I'm not trying to preach to you. Like, I'm real solely on like, yo, if I learn it, shit, I'll share it. I've never been the type where it's like, yo, if somebody gives me the plug, I'm just hold the plug. Like, yo, what you can do with it is gonna be different from what I'm doing with it. You know what I'm saying? And vice versa. Like, I hate those type of, let me stop. I don't hate. I disagree with those type of people. You know what I'm saying? Those type of people that are like, yo, like for example, like somebody may be like, yo, where you get your kicks from? Yo, I'm gonna tell you where I got my kicks from. You know what I'm saying? I'm not about to be like, yo,
My plug,
like yo, shit, because how you rock them ain't gonna be how I rock them.
Yeah,
you know. So yeah, like I give you that.
Oh, they had these at Walmart, bro. Yeah, go in there and get you.
No, but it's. I think with you, from at least from what I see, like it is a little bit more organic. Because I see people try to post motivational stuff, and I'm just like, man, shut the fuck up. Like you see girls that like. Oh, and I don't want to say girls, but they be like, they're in love with somebody, and like, oh, God's the only man I need, or like, guys be like, I'm doing, like they're doing so well or something, and then they like, I don't know, then they go
hurt ass off the internet,
and then they go through something, they're like, oh nah, like, nobody, I don't know, but it's just like with you, it just seems more organic, like you, and of course, there's other people, but there's a lot more people who are just forcing it, like, drink this, do this, do that, like.
But like I said, we live in the 21st century. You know what I'm saying? It's like people aren't dumb anymore. Nah. You know what I'm saying? Like my biggest thing is like market like the year you live in, and I got that from Gary. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't fake the funk. People understand shit way better now, way quicker now.
Yeah.
Like immediately you could tell like, yo, you're not who you say you are. Like I just saw you last night with 5 different chicks. You're not who this guy is that you're portraying to be. So it's like
if you get big enough, your net worth is on the internet anyway.
Right, exactly. And like footage that goes nowhere. You always pull stuff from the back of the closet.
Yeah.
True. Just to touch on, just give us a little bit of your background. Like you. Both parents, single parent. What were you doing in Pittsburgh, and then like what made you want to come out to Houston?
So man, I grew up single parent, mom and little brother.
Okay.
Know my dad. My dad was in my life, man, but in all honesty, he wasn't like a heavily influenced individual.
Okay.
And that's something that I said I wouldn't do when I had my first child. I was blessed to have my daughter. Cree Avery, very beautiful.
Oh, she's gorgeous.
So
bro.
she's definitely like turned my motivation and turned my hustle, into overdrive.
Oh, I was playing around until my daughter came.
Yeah,
I really was.
But it's one of those things, and like I wanted, of course, every guy wants the boy first.
Yeah.
But I think the
daughter. I want to go first.
You want to go first?
Yeah, I do want to go first.
Cause you sensitive.
He's French, man. Michelangelo. But it's for me. It's like for me to be able to, instill the teachings and the things that I've learned over the years to a woman. I think that holds so much more value, because that's the womb, what I'm saying? Yeah. That's where it starts. But I grew up with my mom. Mom was very strong, man. Played sports all growing up.
What sports?
I mean, I was baseball star, second base, center field. If I knew what I do now, I'd have kept playing baseball. That's
soccer, wiffle ball.
No soccer, no tennis, no golf. Quarterback, all the way up until my 9th grade year. Nice, B. Nice.
So you could throw the rock?
I'm nice, B.
Okay.
And then basketball, man. But like I said, if I knew what I knew now, I'd have stuck with baseball.
I still ain't got invited out to hoop. I just look on IG. I'm just like,
you don't want these straps. So
bro, you got nothing for me. No smoke.
You see what happened? So next episode, he'll be coming in like, bro, let me tell you about last week.
Wait, so what are you, a shooter? What are you, a shooter? You ball handler?
Man, in all honesty, like I said, I'm going to always be honest. I'm like a Draymond. And let me tell you why.
So you cry?
Nah. And kick people in the nuts.
You flop.
I got so much energy, dog. Like regardless of whatever's going on, like I'm giving my team what it needs.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So and that's what Draymond does. He needs to facilitate. You know what I'm saying? If he needs to like, be edgy and like get under that player's skin, like if he's always coaching. Draymond has like a super IQ when it comes to being on the court.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like I'm super aware of everything that's around. But I get it done, dog. Boarding, slashing. I'm hitting my wide open. I'm hitting open buckets, you know what I'm saying? Defending. You see,
we're gonna cut.
I'm gonna have to make
hold that 1 second. Hold. Okay, so like we were saying,
you can't hoop, boy. Right. Get out of here, Tay. Talking about you can hoop. Put them headphones on.
No, man, y'all need to. Hit me up. Hit me up when y'all hoop, man.
I like it.
No, for real.
I like to compete.
We'll see.
I'm very competitive.
I was very competitive because, like I was saying, like off quote unquote air. Like I was on all that basketball team, so I had to compete every day. It was a fight for survival. It's like anybody could just come in and take my spot. Like I guess I was the only Hispanic on all that basketball.
Yeah, but I mean that's exactly how life is. That's the correlations of life. And that's why I like the hustle.
There's always somebody who want to be where you're at.
Yeah.
So real quick, I know what you're gonna tell me. Because what pretty much what motivates you to motivate? Like what?
Could you pass me that? Sorry, that's right.
Yeah. What motivates you? Because like I said, I've seen your Instagram. We follow each other, and you do post motivational stuff. Your captions are motivational, or something like your Instagram stories. Even your Instagram stories, those are pretty creative too.
Yeah,
I ain't
man.
gonna lie. But what is like? You know what? Let me put that good energy, because you don't have to put that good energy out there. You can just have your good energy and just keep rolling, and you'll still be good. But yet you put out motivational quotes and motivational captions. Like, what motivates you to motivate others?
Man, because I know how I felt when I received it. I think that the biggest thing for me is gratitude. I believe so much in gratitude. So the more that I can give, you know what I'm saying, it's just the way of life. Like you're gonna get it back. Not doing it with that intent, but it's like it becomes a lifestyle itself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you'll be surprised, like it's like now. And it's no shape or form like boasting or anything, but it's like now, like I get hit up, or like I'll be in a grocery store, like, or I'll just be like going to Starbucks, and like people will just hit me and be like, yo, that quote that you put up yesterday, man, that one hit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn, like that alone means so much more to me than like, being in a nightclub taking a picture, or like, you know what I'm saying? Like to be able to say like, yo, I was able to like influence and like change somebody's decision. To make a better decision, because like we all know, like the right thing is making the best decision, and we know what the right thing is. So if I can assist in like somebody making that better decision, like like that changes the now, but it changes the world. That can ultimately change that person's generations up under them. So that's my and then of course like my family. You know what I'm saying? My friends, my peers, and then the decisions that I've made in the past. Like I motivate myself. Like like I said, I say it often, like I'm not supposed to be here. Like where I'm from, like you don't really make it out. And if you did, you played sports and you worked for the railroad, for me to go back home, like my hometown, they're like, yo, like you're out there doing it. In my eyes, I'm like, yo, I'm not doing shit. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not where I want to be. Like I'm not even an eighth of what I'm trying to get to.
That's a common denominator for most successful people, is that people will look at you and say, man, you doing it. And then you look at, doing what?
Right.
Shit.
Right. Because like for me, I look back, like let's say we're in February now. We'll be in March in like 28 days. And I'd be like, yo, I don't even remember what I did in February. But I could have done a lot. But for me, I ain't did enough. Because I'm already like trying to get into April or get April popping while I'm in March.
Yeah.
So the biggest thing is like, yo, just keep going. You know what I'm saying? Keep putting in the work.
Yeah, I agree.
No, and like just to touch on that, because it was crazy, because like I had somebody from New York DM me, and they were asking like a whole bunch of questions like about photography and everything, and it caught me off guard. Like in my eyes, like I'm nobody. Like I don't have a following, a big following. I don't consider myself an influencer. But the fact
are you being modest when you say you're nobody?
Nah, I mean, I don't think I'm nobody. I'm nobody. Like,
well, look, this is what I like to say. You could be humble and dope at the same time. I think
I'm a dope person, but it's the fact that like it blew my mind that this person was from New York. Yeah. And they were reaching out to me like, yo, like, I love your work. I'm a big fan. Like,
but now your work is dope. Like when I first met you, like my remembering of meeting you at 2, you know what I'm saying, that we connected on social media. And like for me, if I meet somebody, the first thing I do before I even ask for your number, I'm like, yo, you on the gram? Like, let's connect. That's how I want to connect, because I want to know if you are who you say you are. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of the phone number, regardless like what you telling me in person, like, let me see your resume. Yeah. That's the new resume for me. That's how I can check in.
That's true too, because I've like, when I was really going through a very big networking stage in my life, where I was always at events, like people were always telling me, "Oh man, I do this and I do that," and in me being a young photographer new in the game, I'm like, "Oh, like anybody can sell me a dream, like anybody can scam me," and so
trust me,
yeah, and so it was like everybody was just telling me stuff. Then you're sitting there, you're waiting for that text, you're waiting for that email, you're waiting for that phone call. And it's like, yo, this person don't do shit. Like now, not that I've progressed super far, but now that I'm where I'm at, I still see that same person doing that same shit they were doing, selling that same dream. Like, oh, I'm with this person. I know that person. It's like, bro, like you're doing the same thing you were doing.
And that's what Instagram allows. That's why I love Instagram. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not big on Twitter. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not
get
like,
on there.
Like I don't have the time. Like I'm down. I have like a Kanye mentality when it comes to Twitter. Like I don't have the time for it.
You got to just get yourself like a power hour, and it doesn't have to be an hour. Just a 15-minute, 20-minute period. You go down the whole day's worth of timeline. Talk to who you need to talk to. Boom, get out of there. They're gonna if they're feeling what you're talking about or they're feeling your energy.
Yeah,
they're gonna talk back to you, and the conversation doesn't have to happen like that.
Yeah,
that's the cool thing with Twitter. It's similar to, you know, how IG, somebody might comment 5 hours later, and then when you get to a boom, 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 and then maybe y'all catch each other together and y'all go. So you still got, and then the cool thing with Twitter is it gives you the ability to talk to people that you normally, so Gary Vee, like you guys mentioned him, he actually uses his Twitter, and he does what I'm saying. He gets on there. He has a power hour. So what if you caught Gary Vee during his power hour and you have a full length conversation with him?
See, that'd be lit.
That'd be tight.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Just it's another net to fish with. Just throw it out there.
Got you. Okay.
That's my.
I'm gonna start. Look, we're gonna start with 30 minutes.
Okay. Fred with the
I'm
gems.
gonna allocate 30 minutes because Fred said so.
Okay.
You know what I'm talking about?
I think you need to start drinking Martell more often. You be just
whatever.
Yeah, so he be giving some gems.
One time, shout out to Toby, man. Toby from the West.
And even Toby,
great talent.
Great talent. You know what though?
Who's
like
Toby?
Toby's Toby. You know what I'm saying? Like Toby ain't out here trying to be nothing else.
You don't
like,
know Toby?
We're about to turn this mic off.
Yeah.
We're about to turn this mic off.
You're off.
He's off the air.
Podcast right now.
Right here. All new.
Toby is a hip hop artist out of
the SWAT.
I think you were telling me about him. I'm sorry.
No, sorry, man. Super talented. I picked up his sweatshirt because I personally believe in supporting all the Houston creators. So if you have something,
it's not to support me.
But you ain't selling nothing.
Okay.
I'm selling these dreams. No, I'm just saying.
But Toby, like, let me touch on that because I'm a huge fan. And what Toby did was he created a lane. You know what I'm saying? He created the cool. He created like, yo, this is Toby, and I'm dope. You either gonna like it or you're not. And it's very seldom that you don't. You know what I'm saying? Like this guy doesn't. He doesn't curse in his rhymes. You know what I'm saying? He promotes. You know, rapping with purpose. Like he actually has a purpose. Like, and he's a very, very unique individual. You be around Toby for like 5 minutes, you gonna feel the energy. You know what I'm saying? Even around his wife. You know what I'm saying? Like the first time like I had like a full interaction with both of them. You know what I'm saying? Like her thing was like, yo, is Tay walking with purpose? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, does he have a meaning? You know what I'm saying? Is he all for his woman? You know what I'm saying? Like she's asking questions that you normally wouldn't get, you know what I'm saying, from your peers, you know, significant other. And I'm like, yo, like they're dope. You know what I'm saying? So, and what Toby's doing right now for the city is just like crazy. Like the musical talent, the path that he's on,
he's beating up the internet.
Done. Yeah, nobody's done what he's doing.
Yeah.
You know, Get Twisted Sundays is a thing. It's an official hashtag.
Yeah, it's a thing.
Okay. Shout out to Toby then.
You gotta shout out to Toby.
Yeah, shout out to Toby.
All day.
Yeah, he's told me about him, but again, like I'm not gonna sit here and act like I know everything. Like I haven't researched him, so I don't know. Like I'm not gonna sit here and be like,
we're gonna send you links,
B. We're gonna shoot you links. I got link in the bio.
Link in the bio. Okay.
Click.
Yeah.
No, but to backtrack to these big names you dropped earlier, Quavo, Wale, Booker T, Janae Aiko. I seen you picture. There's a few things I'm gonna get into real quick about that. One of the things again that I've noticed about you is, so I've seen other, whether it be liquor influencers or just influencers or just people in general, when they're around these people, you can tell they don't belong. Like, you're good. See, a little smoke never hurt nobody.
No smoke.
Like you can tell they don't belong. But as I've seen these photos, when you've like taken a picture with Quavo, when you've been, I think you posted a video or something where like you were actually having a conversation with Wale.
Yeah,
I want to get into that a little bit too. Like you look like you belong.
Yeah, and
that's one thing that like I admire about just you and anybody else who just looks like they belong. Like they don't look like a fan. They don't look like, oh, let me get this picture. Because I've seen other, like I said, like other influencers or other brand ambassadors, whatever you want to call it. Like they're just doing too much. Like in situations like that, how do you?
How do I carry it?
Yeah. How do you carry yourself? Like, is it natural, or you're like, hey, or do you tell yourself like this is business?
No, I think it's no. Because sometimes business mixed with pleasure. Like, I mean, I'm not gonna sit here in front like, yo, you know, being around those people, like, yo, shit, I'm around, you know, I'm kicking it with Wale, or I'm kicking it with Quavo. But it's like when you have a purpose, you kind of know like, yo, this is just a part of my purpose. You know what I'm saying? This is a part of my path. Like, and then for those people, it's like, they don't want that energy. You know what I'm saying? They get it so much. So it's like, nah, I don't want the whole like, yo, let me get a selfie with you. Or like, let me get, it's like, it's just natural. You know what I'm saying? And everything is really our vibrations and energy. So like once you're able to have like a one-on-one conversation with like the individuals that you spoke with, and like they're able to like feel like, yo, it's a cool dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, I see why they picked you to be a part of this brand. You know, it just like, it naturally just builds like a relationship to where you're like, yo, this my guy.
Yeah, because we've talked about that before, how like just keeping it cool in certain environments. Like a lot of people don't know how to do that. Like even like photographers, anybody, like there's people who just do too much, and like they essentially like just. I
mean, and then like you gotta bring yourself down the side. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like
be humble.
And be humble, but at the same time, like, yo, this person is you. You know what I'm saying? But this person just happened to believe in what they wanted to do, and they did it. They executed it. You know, and that's why like I'm real big on like, yo, what's your purpose? What's your plan? You know what I'm saying? Like, just understand like your plan may not work in 6 months, it may not work in a year, it may not work in 2, but stick to your plan and your shit will work. Like for me, it's like, for what I'm doing now, I've been doing it for like 4.5 years. Like, you know, when I first moved to Houston, I'm like, yo, you know, my vision board in 2014, I'm like, you know, all over my vision board, I'm like, yo, I got to reinvent myself. Reinvent myself. You know, my biggest thing is I believe Diddy can't be Diddy forever. You know what I'm saying? And with that being said, it's like, you can be this walking brand. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can be all of that.
To touch on reinventing yourself, a lot of people don't understand that, and I didn't even understand it, and I didn't know I was even doing that. So initially, when I first started taking photos, I was FBA.
You were. I remember that fat ass watermark on the pictures. Like, I would be like, yo, who is FBA? But you would see it so much. You saw it, and that's the thing about it. Like, back then, like, people didn't know how important branding was, but like FBA was everywhere on every photo. You know what I'm saying? You go to like, you saw it everywhere.
Pretty much, if
you'd have started selling clothes that had just FBA on it,
I didn't know.
Jesus Christ.
I didn't know. I had no idea. So essentially, if you were under the age of 21 and were going out, I took your photo, and I made. It's so crazy. Like, you could have had a whole brand that said FBA shot you. Been done. I could have been, but I didn't have anybody.
Podcast over.
No. So, but one, it wasn't my time. I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
Because I've been to, you know, we talked about, I've been to LA, I've been to New York, I've been doing all this because of photography.
Fred's been doing not so cool shit.
Yeah. So
I get it now. The podcast name is an oxymoron because it's really a lot of cool shit. Okay,
happens,
right, I get it.
Essentially. So it wasn't my timing. I just didn't, you know, I didn't know what I had in front of me. But yeah, like you said, everywhere you would go in Houston, if you were under 21, you saw FBA. So I went from FBA. Then I said, I'm gonna just go by my own name.
I think that's very important. Like, even for me, it's like, yo, Tay Mitch. Like, that's it. You know what I'm saying? Coming up with like, you know, throwing like a Lil or Big, or you know what I'm saying? Like throwing that in front of there. Like,
I agree with that.
Like, because at the end of the day, you are who you are. You know what I'm saying? Like, you get caught up in the Bow Wow syndrome where you gotta drop Lil. You know what I'm saying? Like, he can't be Lil Bow Wow.
Diddy wasn't P Diddy.
You know, no, Diddy did it on a different level. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what you call truly reinventing yourself. I was so curious to what he was gonna do with this Love name. I'm like, yo, is he really about to go by Love? Like, is people really gonna be like,
what's up, Love?
What's up, brother Love?
You know, like, yo, I need everybody in the audience to stand up and give it up for Love. And like, everybody stands up and just start clapping, and like, Love comes out. You know, can you imagine that? Like, Love comes out, you know?
That'd have been crazy. And I didn't know if he was going to really go full forward with it, but...
I mean, if anybody was to do it,
it could be him.
It would have to be
him. I mean, 2 Chainz is another perfect example, you know.
Oh, that changed everything.
Titty Boy, 2 Chainz. Now he's
like 2 different people.
But that's why, like, you have to play the long game from the beginning.
Yeah.
Like, you have to play the long game. Like, Travis Scott, he played the long game from the beginning. He's like, yo, you know what? You know, my talents and, you know, my creativity, is it working where I'm at right now? Let me, you know, I don't want to switch up my style where, like, let me just move and see if I can get it popping here. Boom, he gets it popping. You know, he's Travis Scott wherever he was at, not just in Houston, in LA, in Atlanta. Like, he's been Travis Scott in front of Kanye. He's been Travis Scott in front of T.I. You know what I'm saying? He come back to Houston. He's Travis Scott amongst Houstonians. You know, it's like, he is who he say he is. Like, 2018 is being who you say you are.
Yeah.
So
what if you're boring?
Then you're boring. You're known for being that boring person.
No, let me tell you, I can't remember his name. Dude, all he did was post selfies every day. 1 million followers.
some people got that though. Some people got the gift to be able to do that.
But he's and it was crazy when he came up to me, and this is when I had to learn that lesson of being humble. Mm-hmm. He came up to me, I'm on social media, boom, 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 and all I do is post selfies. I'm like, what if you don't get your hot box out of here? You know,
with the Martin,
get out of here. And then he was like, oh, look at you know, he made me follow his IG. I was in my mind, I'm gonna follow that, unfollow that later. Then I looked, I was like, bro, he got 1 million followers from just posting selfies. And to say
that, I know I keep harping about the IG shit. You know what I'm saying? But it's like IG allows you to know who you're talking to. You know what I'm saying? Quick. And like you can't hop on a computer or you can't call people.
Version they want you. You get to meet at least one, because everybody's going to give you their executive out the bat.
Yeah. Right.
But I mean, even corporate jobs, they look at your Facebook, they look at your Instagram. They want to know, who the fuck am I finna hire? Like, who is this guy out here like blowing coke every Sunday before he come into work? Like,
would you blow coke on IG?
Boy, you be surprised with all these people do.
But in your stories?
That's when you say it can make or break you. It can make or break you. You know what I'm saying? So I agree with that, but I'm more so like, yo, use it to make you.
Yeah, no, it can
you know what I'm saying? Like, use it to make you. So,
but a lot of people just don't understand how. I mean, look at I don't know how familiar y'all are with, but like, look at Kodak Black. He was on probation. He's sitting there posting guns on his Instagram Live. Like 20 minutes later, feds pop in.
Boom.
Done.
They were waiting.
He's in jail.
Idiot. That was just a bad decision.
Bad decision.
Yeah, but make or break you. You living free, making money. You still got some money, but now he's like locked up.
Yeah.
But it's just, decision. Like, I don't think we understand how powerful. A lot of people still don't understand how powerful social media is. Like, it can take you so further, but a lot of people still decide to do like a lot of fuck shit on social media. So that's why I say it can break you, because I still see a lot of like dumb shit on social media.
Let me give you an example. Boot Game. Do you think social media made him?
It did both. I think it's kind of doing both in a sense.
Social media allowed him to be who he say he is. So if he's the guy who don't give a fuck, you know what I'm saying, who's just gonna do like, that's what he was. You know what I'm saying? Like it was what it was. Like, now is it in a positive light? Is it something that the culture super needed? I agree to disagree. But if that's
gang shit, what you talking about?
But if you think about it too, like, yeah, he made it on social media, but how many people, like, when he's getting a haircut, or if they, if he walks into a store, they're like, nah, bro, like, you can't come in here because you do too much fuck shit now.
But so what that did though, with his movement, along with his movement, Fat Boy SSE, Haha Davis, like, it allowed those people to be like, you know what, this is what I want to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is what I want. Like, go in on what you want to do. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and if he has that power of influence over a lot of people now.
Yeah, true.
You know what I'm saying? And
I'd rather him doing bunking than the real, like, because from watching him, I think he would be really out here for real.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think it was, because I did a little research. I was like, yo,
yeah,
he live at 5.
Okay.
So IG kind of slowed him down. But okay, so we're gonna agree that social media essentially can make or break you.
Yeah, I think so.
I mean, look at us now.
Yeah.
I'm
sitting here on the Not So Cool podcast.
Lights, camera, action.
What's up, man? Chill.
But books. So I love books, but because I have a very, I don't want to say I have ADD, but
boy, you be putting labels on yourself, boy. You just live.
I don't want to say I have ADD, but I don't want to say like it takes me a long time to read books. Not because I'm not interested, but there's a lot of times I get distracted and I have to like go back and reread.
Yeah.
Does this light up?
Anyway.
Yeah.
What?
Right there, where it says blue. Press it. There you go. Shipping.
Oh, they fancy.
Yeah.
Fancy. But I've seen you post about books.
Yeah.
What are you reading now, or if you are reading anything right now? And what I recommend? Yeah. What do you recommend?
Man, right now I put all books down. I'm all about action right now. All about action. Top book I recommend though.
But so what books have any of those books influenced you to be about the action right now?
I think I wouldn't say the books would tell me to be about the action, just reality, dog. Like I don't get that time back where I'm sitting here reading a book, you know. So like not saying like yo I'm done with books, but like for this quarter, I said the first quarter of 2018 was gonna be all action. Like I don't want to dive into books. You know what I'm saying? Like
I'm similar. I knock out a certain amount of books for the year.
Yeah,
because it's just. I just feel like you got to do it, and when you read it versus listening to it in audiobooks, when you read it, it's a different thing.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a science behind it. I can't think of the science right now, but it ingrains.
I've read so many books to where it's like I need to just apply every book, every page, every word. You know, I need to apply it to real life. But man, my top 3, like the 4 Agreements. My favorite book of all time. Okay. You guys haven't read that, man.
The 4 Agreements?
Man, that is a must grab, must read right now, every day till it's done. It's a quick read, you know what I'm saying? Like it's one of those books, like you'll dive into it, you'll love it, and like you'll want to slow yourself down because you don't want to finish it. Like that's what it was for me. I've read it like probably like 2 or 3 times. The 4 Agreements, man. But yeah, let me just dive into that real quick. So you have 4 agreements. We all grew up differently. Everybody grew up different parents. Every parent, enlisted different agreements within their child, that's why racism exists. Some parents, enlisted like, yo, this race is higher, superior, or, things of that nature. Some parents say like, yo, you shouldn't be materialistic. You shouldn't want a big ass house, you know what I'm saying, with a Ferrari and a Lamborghini. Like, why? You know what I'm saying? Like, some parents have said like, yo, these people are rich and greedy, so don't be like that. Like, but why? So the 4 Agreements just allows you to reprogram yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, the first agreement is, don't take anything personal. Imagine how many times you got into it with somebody where you've taken something personal when truly, like, nobody should have control over your emotions. Like, at all. Nobody should be able to, like, fuck up my energy. Second thing being, always do your best. You know what I'm saying? Like, regardless of whatever, like, understand, like, yo, today I'm gonna give this, but understand, like, tomorrow, I'm gonna go even better. I'm gonna give my best. Like, stop dwelling on shit. The third thing being, never make assumptions. Like, how many times do you make assumptions and shit, you never got the facts on it? Like, I hate it when it's like you don't get the facts and you not know, what the real is. So, I mean, that's just 3. I'm going to let y'all dive into the 4th one, but it's like, that book is just so amazing. Okay. I think everybody knows, Think and Grow Rich, Napoleon.
Oh, yeah. I have that book, actually. I haven't read it yet.
Super amazing book. You know what I'm saying? Like, for just what it does. Even if you don't want to read the book, dive into the, into the Netflix visual segment.
Oh, there's a Netflix?
There's a Netflix visual, too. And then last, I would say for me, The Secret, Earl Nightingale. Super fucking amazing. And it just breaks down the secret. There is a secret to this shit. There's a secret to why people are successful. There's a secret to why Trump is the president. You know what I'm saying? And it's not because, he has a lot of money. Like, it's a different attraction that he attracted. I can be the president. I'm gonna be the president. Like I said, I'm not agreeing with it, but it's like, shit, he knows the secrets to get things out of life that he wants. Yeah. So, but books are like books teach you shit that after the 12th grade that you don't get no more. Yeah. And when you're able to read a book and you're able to be like, you're able to read a book, let's say a week or 2 weeks, later, you're able to, get that experience in front of you. You're able to go back and be like, yo, I already read this already. I know how to handle this. Like, that's what books do for me.
What books do for me, it gives me the opportunity to get that knowledge from people that I normally wouldn't be around. Mm-hmm. So, if Donald Trump were to write a book, like, there's no reason for me to be around Donald. I'm not going to read a Donald Trump book. I'm just saying that because that's what that's the first name that popped up. Okay, but let's say, never mind, I've been around Diddy. Okay, but I've never been around Diddy enough to ask him this. You get what I'm saying? So if Diddy were to write a book, that's my version of sitting down with Diddy and understanding how he got where.
And that's why when people get to a certain level in life, that autobiography comes out because you want to know, what was this person doing? What was this person thinking? Like, the book is books are mentors. That's why I was saying, like, mentors come in different shapes and fashions. Like, a book is a mentor. Like, I never got to meet Earl Nightingale, but reading, why he wrote The Secret and what The Secret was, is like, yo, I feel like I've been around Earl Nightingale. You know what I'm saying? Like, we went out and hung out at Drunk Martell, and he was able just, like, to tell me all of these different secrets that,
I feel the same way.
Books are real, man.
Yeah, and that's funny because, like, when I read Charlemagne's book, which I one of my favorite books too right now, that's how I felt. I was like, damn, I really know this guy. Like
even Charlemagne, you take him, like, he built so much value into himself into this brand, this Charlemagne, to where it's like you want to know more about him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You want to know, you know, his story, his path, like to where he's now, like that revenue stream from that book and the influence that he got from that book, you can't match it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it's an incredible thing.
Gary Vay's book sold out everywhere pretty much. You can't go.
That's my next read.
You can't get a book.
Yeah.
You can't even buy the book anywhere. Oh man, let's get into like some other stuff like pop culture and.
No, we'll get into that.
Or do you got some more questions, man?
I don't have any more questions. I mean, shit, he's been rolling. I'm actually like,
Fred wants the juice.
Yeah.
Fred want to ask me some real shit.
Day one, are you gonna see Black Panther?
You know what's so unique?
What's up?
He is Black Panther.
So I just locked it in, man. I'm renting out Edwards Theater. Upcoming Thursday, so I got some tickets. That was my gift, but I got some tickets for you guys.
Into the camera,
you know what I'm saying? So on behalf of myself, Tay Mitch, and the whole Martell brand, I'll be renting out Edwards Theater next Thursday, doing a soft, not even a soft. We're doing a hard premiere. I'm gonna be inviting 163 guests.
Bro, I'm wearing daishiki. I'm bringing jollof rice.
Oh,
stew.
Straight up.
I'm gonna smell like okay. So there's this thing called stockfish. We get it stockfish, yeah. So we put it in our stew. So pretty much it's just dried out fish, salted, and it has a powerful smell. When you walk into somebody's house, you're like, Jesus! Okay. Hey! So that's my little accent, guys. But you walk in the house and you'll smell that stockfish. So if I bring that in the movie theater, everybody, I'm like, God, what's that smell?
Kick your ass.
It will never
Fred gonna have a seat. Nick on both sides open to him. Like that's what I'm getting.
You can't sit to the right or the left of me because
we're gonna sit Fred outside.
And have a whole
put
row
him on Instagram Live. We're gonna put him on Instagram Live. You're gonna watch it.
Top left corner.
All right, cool. So that is super dope that you're doing that. I can't wait for that. All right, so Black Panther. How do you feel about it? The marketing,
it's perfect for the timing.
Okay.
It's perfect for the timing, man, considering everything that's going on in the culture right now, considering, it's just a black superhero movie. Yeah. All black superheroes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I think I may even get like some figurines and like just put them all across my room. You know, like I think as a kid, everybody had like the wrestling figurines.
Yeah.
So but I think if they do the figurines, like how Travis Scott did them.
Yeah.
You know, when he did the Travis Scott joints. Like, that'd be super dope. Like, and that'd be like, timeless memorabilia that you get passed down.
Okay,
I was living throughout this era where they did an all black superhero movie.
All right.
I may have to pitch that.
Yeah, we can do a quick little intermission, real quick, one more time. All right, so yeah, man, Black Panther coming up soon.
Yeah, man.
Shit, we got tickets. I'm excited about that.
It's a big thing.
Cause I had nobody to go with.
All right. Since we've been all podcasts, we've been talking about keeping it real. We're gonna keep it real. We ain't got much battery left, so I need to get some more info out of Tay in a limited amount of time. Here we're gonna shoot. Let's do like a power hour, but it's gonna be like 5 minutes.
All right, five. Top five.
All right, top five. For all the ladies, single or no?
Nah,
not single.
Boom.
What's your daughter's name again?
Cree Avery.
How old is she?
A year and 4 months.
Cool. What music are you listening to right now?
Right now, let's see. What's the last thing I listened to? Now, you know what I'm on right now? I've been jamming the Lil Baby project for like the last 3 days. Hard ass music. I fuck with the Lil Baby.
Yo, side note on that, Lil Baby is about his money. Because he had a show here in Houston, showed up so he was supposed to go on at 1.
Yeah.
Shows up at 11:30. Sits in the car outside. Gets in the club, does his hour. Performs at 12:59.
On the dot.
Then he's out and boom. All right. So if you had $5,000 to go shopping, what store would you go shopping in right now?
5,000. I'm making stretch. So off top, I gotta go to Zara.
Okay.
They just got the wave. I'm hitting Zara.
No H&M, right?
Nah, no H&M. H&M clothes don't fit me anyway. I never shopped in there.
I'm being petty.
Broad shoulders, nah. Zara. I'm hitting Soul Lounge. My homie Chance. I'm hitting Zara, Soul Lounge. I'm going to PacSun randomly. I don't know why, but I just step in there every now and then.
I like the shirts.
They got the Champion joints. I like Champion.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna stop by Urban.
Urban? Oh yeah, I gotta get that Urban.
Urban outfit is so expensive.
Well, you gotta catch it on sale. All right. Favorite pair of tennis shoes. If you were to wear some tennis shoes right now, what are your favorite pair of tennis shoes?
My all-time favorite tennis, so right now I got the Yeezy 700 joints on. They're comfortable.
Okay.
They call it the granddad shoes. But my all-time favorite joints are the AI questions.
Them live.
Those are my all-time favorite shoes.
I got a lot of ones. Those are my favorites, but nobody cares. Make it back to the questions. Okay.
Mike, what about you? Favorite shoes?
Jordans. Jordan 1s. Those are my top favorite shoes since I was little. My favorite shoes right now are Vans. I love Vans.
I love it. Comfort.
Universal.
Yeah, comfort over.
J's wise though, my favorite J's are the 13s. That was my first pair.
Those are my favorite pair to hoop in. 13s and 12s are my favorite pair to hoop in.
The 13s is like fire.
Yeah, I never had a pair of Jordans until my fiance Jasmine bought me some.
1s, 3s, and 4s are my favorite Jordans.
Yeah.
1s, 3s, and 4s favorite
Off
Jordans.
the record,
humble beginnings.
We got to get Fred some J's.
No, I have some, you know what I'm saying? But
he's sitting with these infrared 6s on right now.
Yeah.
Real smooth like.
Flossy. All right. So we'll finish off with this. I wish... Well, it doesn't really matter. It's Mike giving me the signal.
We still right here.
Yeah, we're still right there. So you guys just won't see my pretty face as I'm talking. We're going to finish off with this. Where will Tay Mitch be in the next 5 years?
Next 5?
Yes, I'm going to take my headphones off and we're just going to let you run. Come on.
Next five. Tay Mitch is continuing to trust the process.
It's on God's time. We understand that.
Yeah.
But where would you like to be?
Man, I would like to be mentally happy, physically healthy and amazing, and just amazing health, financially stable to be able to take care of everyone around me. Making sure my daughter never goes through what I had to go through. Not saying I lived a hard life, but being able
generation, you want them to start off higher than you.
Yeah, definitely. 5 years, I'm super rich at connections. Because when you take the money away, like the connection, the value, the relationship, like that's what really means a lot. And I'm global. You know what I'm saying? Like I am who I say I am. I am this walking brand. You know what I'm saying? I'm able to say like, yo, this cologne smells good. And I think you should get it for your man. And ladies go buy it for all of their men. I'm on billboards, I'm on blimps. Like I've always said, like my end game is to get paid off my decisions and my opinions, and to be able to influence people to make the right decisions. So in 5 years, that's where Tay Mitch is at.
Okay. Who's your barber? Because that beard is.
And you know what? And I wanted to say this before I got off the air. Like some of the top things the relationships that I've always cherished has been my barber and a cameraman.
But let me tell you, barbers are the black man psychologist.
Bro,
you go in there and you talk to him.
Bro, if you get a good barber who has conversation and his work is good, bro, that's literally like
never going nowhere.
It's your psychologist. Like he's really dope. But my barber is super dope. Valdez, the barber, this guy's like, is by far maybe the sharpest guy I've ever met at his age. Like when I first met him, he was 20, working in a barbershop, but everything was appointment based. He's now built out his barbershop in his home. Mm-hmm. And he's monetized barbering on a whole nother level. Like he teaches what is that, the wig classes where they do the wig joints. Like he teaches that. Like
so you're really just dealing with an entrepreneur that happens,
bro, on a whole nother level.
He just knows how to cut hair. That's it,
bro. He knows how to cut hair and get to the bag.
Yeah, so he's an entrepreneur. Man, I wish we had more time. We would love to have you come back, bro.
Oh no, we're definitely gonna have a Tay Mitch part 2, man. There's a lot of things we gotta get into.
There's a lot more Tilly. Yeah, you know what I'm saying, to come back with. Man, I appreciate you guys for having me. Appreciate you guys for even taking the time and just recognizing what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a lot of times people just need that. People just need that. Yo, I see what you're doing and it's dope. Yeah. If more people can get that, imagine how many more dope people it would be. Because a lot of people don't have those type of people in their corner. So the more love, what I'm saying, the more, positive energy, just the more motivation, man, it starts right here. So it's a deep pleasure to be here. And anything I can do for you guys, man, I'm here.
Man, pretty much give us all the links and give us some links and some ats to some of the people you might have mentioned today. Yeah. So we could put it out there because we just, like we said, this is the community. We want everybody to get a chance to grow. Man, once again, thanks. You got anything else, Mike?
No, man, just follow
you still got a camera.
Oh, just follow the homie at Tay Mitch _, right?
Yes, sir.
At
Tay
Tay Mitch
Mitch _. That's on everything.
There you go, man.
Martell's so delicious.
Oh yeah, man. It's good. Nah,
Tay. We're gonna have to figure out something where every
Yeah,
time
we
we
gotta
have a
get Martell
host
on the table.
on the table all the time.
We
There we go.
gotta
We're gonna
get
do that. We
Martell in the backdrop.
Yeah,
we gotta turn this thing.
we're gonna have to make that happen.
I need this in my house.
You see?
So-
Did you light it up? Did you light the bottle up? You gotta do it for the camera for the one time.
One time for the cam.
How you do it?
Look, more left.
More left.
He always
Bottom,
left.
bottom. You gotta find the spot, B.
Yeah, that's
There
what she
you
said.
There we go.
Oh, there
There we
go.
go. Martell.
All
There
that.
you go.
Yeah,
That's Martell
man.
season, man. So yeah, be
Appreciate
sure
ya.
to follow me at Tay Mitch _ all social media handles. If you're doing that, make sure you follow at Martell USA. And man, just like a couple of photos, man. Drop me a DM, make sure I follow you back. And it's just like that. Where you at?
Hey, there we go.
All
That's so
that.
cool. Signing out.
Ooh.